All right, we're going to see how this works. Personally, I don't really know how I feel about. Oh, damn it. I can't see my eyes. Personally, I don't know how I feel about this. Mostly because the last time I did a live stream, it was with someone. We'll get to that later on. For right now, let's just see. Yeah, less as I thought. No one in here. Oh well. All the people enjoying this recording later can go ahead and get all awesome over this. Sorry about that. Rest in peace, headphone users. Now, with all my glasses, I can't read worth shit, and I don't have contacts in right now. So we'll start with the first question, which is lonely forever. As of right now, yes. Maybe. Mostly. 100%. Yeah, I'm lonely as shit. I actually had a girlfriend for a really long time. Actually, the entire time I started my YouTube career up until about 10 months ago. And then some shit went down, and I no longer have a girlfriend. And I'm not really looking, so right now it's not terrible. Could be worse. Oh, shit. I do need my glasses on because holy shit. Hey, big fan. Can't watch now. I'll be sure to tune in later if you're still on. Dude, Masturbator, you're cool. Call out right there, Masturbator. Fucking cool guy. Cool. All right. Yeah, this will stay live. After I'm done with this, I'll let it kick over to the channel and I'll leave it on there. Cool. I already got my first guy. Sweet. Anyway, back to the Lonely Forever thing. Not to be this guy, but I do have options. Even though looking at me, I look like a fucking dumpster fire. One of them is a very close friend, and we're both kind of edging out on each other to see who's more comfortable with it. And I'm really super not that comfortable with it, but I could see myself becoming comfortable with it. And that's pretty much where that is at. I'm actually going to switch my screens around here real quick, just because I like being able to see everything. Ah, shit. I've closed everything. Open that back up so I can see again. My dumb ass. There we go. Anyway, yeah, so it is a very, very interesting front that we are on. And that's pretty much it. Next question. How much money do you make on YouTube? Here, I can actually pull that up right now. No, that's just beige. That's just beige. I don't have beige. Let's do this. YouTube. Go to the channel thing. Do this quick. Hey, live streaming now. Prototype Professor. Isn't that weird? I don't have this set up well. I'm going to make some adjustments. Don't you worry. Right now, my estimated revenue is not good. I'm not actually going to tell you because I think that's like a violation or something. But if I go to my analytics, I'll tell you what I've made total. Just give me a minute or 5 because I'm not the smartest tool in the cookie shop. I can't sing either, by the way. Let us see here. YouTube says, is that it? All right, YouTube says that I have made about $76. So in reality, I'm only about $23 away from actually being able to collect my first check. 2.5 years after starting. Okay, so yeah, well, you can do the math on that. I don't make a lot of money, but maybe that'll change. Who knows? Usually, you don't get paid a lot of money until you get pretty big. Past 10,000 is when you 10,000 subs is usually when you start making an amount of money. In fact, YouTube has some things where you can't even activate some of your services until you're at 1,000 subs, which as of right now I am at hiccup. And I'm at 273. So if anyone wants to bump that up or get the hell out so I can get back down, that also feels terrible. And we can go from there. But yeah, I don't make a lot of money on YouTube. In fact, I haven't made any money yet, but I make YouTube a lot of money because if they're willing to give me $76 of that, I can only imagine what they're making off of it, which is way more than I've made off of it. All right. What got me started in YouTube? That's a fun one. I started in YouTube because I had a couple of buddies that did it. They're all out of it now. All of them but one, Zach. He was it's gonna tie into a later question I know I have on this. He was a vlog channel, still is a vlog channel. He's just not very active, just like I'm not very active, and that happens with life, you know. But I got started in YouTube because I actually went to school for prototyping and design, which is what I do for a living now, but in a much broader sense. And I knew a lot of little tips and tricks, and I taught myself ways to do things that you're not supposed to do things, like how to use tools in ways they're never meant to be used. And I just thought that I could pass some of that on. I started as a 3D printing mostly channel because I had my 3D printer for about a year before I did that, and there's so many 3D printing channels that it's just not worth it at all to do. So really, I just didn't care anymore after that. That was the first big time that I didn't post anything. I posted a bunch of stuff, and the Millennium Puzzle video, which I think is still my best video, was, I think it reached about 8,000 at that point, and all my other ones were under 1,000, and I just gave up on 3D printing videos for a while. Then I tried to become a vlog channel. That didn't work at all in any facet of any kind of way. I don't even have those videos up anymore. They're still on my channel. They're still listed. They're just not. They don't matter because I took them down. They're listed as inactive. You can find them still, but they're not public. After that, I started doing a lot of the prototype stuff. That's when I changed my name. It used to be Lazy Man Productions, but I changed it to Prototype Professor because I started showing more prototyping techniques, different sanding techniques, different impact testing, different. Right now, I'm working on that sword. That's another thing in here that we're gonna. Oh, it's the next thing. What is the status of the big sword? If you guys don't know, just look on my channel after you're done watching this or right now. I don't really care. I'm making a giant one-to-one replica of the Zabuza sword from Naruto, the Kubikuru Bocho. Zabuza had it, and then what the fuck's that little puke's name? Sugetsu had it, and then Kakashi had it for a while, and I think Sugetsu has it now, or whoever has it now. I don't really watch the Boruto stuff. But I figured that'd be a really fun one because I've seen it done for cosplay a bunch. I've never seen it done properly as a prop, and I know I can do that, and that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. I have a couple of videos on that so far, the design of it, me talking about how I'm going to execute it. Some of the assembly, I think I got a little bit of the mud on it, or not mud, I call it mud, body filler to smooth it out. I got that video out there, I know. I'm actually working on another one right now about truly smoothing out body filler to be flat, which is actually really hard to do. It's easy to sand curves. It's really hard to sand flats, you know. But yeah, right now it's sitting in my shed workshop, not in my back room workshop, and I'm working on it every other day pretty much, just to try and get it to the point where I can actually do the next video. But that's where that is. I'm going to have it done for July 13th because that's when KitsuCon in Green Bay is, and that's the next convention I'm going to. So I want to have it done for that. I'm not going to cosplay, but I am going to bring it along and show it off because I need a confidence boost. Not really, I'm like super overconfident and it pisses a lot of people off, but I don't care. Why do your eyes change color in videos? Do you wear contacts? I do wear contacts. That's why I'm wearing these right now. I actually had a problem with this eye, and I just took them out for a while. The reason my eyes change color in videos is I have gray eyes. Like, I don't have blue eyes. I have gray eyes. And that gray can reflect colors differently. Like right now it's mostly blue because the background behind me is blue, and that's showing through because on this monitor right here, I'll show you quick. On that monitor, right, well, you can't see that at all. On that monitor right there, ha-ha, monitorception. Yeah. Anyway, let me get that back to wherever the hell that was. Oh, this is terrifying. Why did I do this? Why do you people let me make these stupid decisions? Anyway, so blue, and then I can make them green by having something lighter blue or yellow even, or lighter green or yellow even. I can make them all kinds of colors. It's not 95% of the population that has blue eyes legitimately has gray eyes, but blue is the most prominent color, like in the sky, or it's one of the best, or something to do with refractory in the iris itself. And that's why blue eyes are blue. The other 5% is they truly have blue pigment in their eyes. They don't just have gray eyes. Like, what the hell's his name? Not Matthew McConaughey, the other one. Cooper. What? Brandon Cooper? No. I don't remember his name. Cooper, though. He has true blue eyes, so he actually has blue pigment, and that's why Bradley Cooper, that's it. That's why his eyes actually look like super blue, like this blue. That's why his eyes look like that, and my eyes look like that wall, pretty much. Yeah, so that's why. Whatever I have on my screens during the Packers G video where I 3D printed a Green Bay Packers logo about that big, my eyes are actually green because of how much green and yellow is in that video and the filament and everything that was around reflecting light to my eyes. Still only one person. It's me. Anyway, that's why. That's why my eyes change color, or just look super blue sometimes because I'll have a bunch of blue or a bunch of like real light white, and that kicks it to blue for some reason that I've never been able to figure out. But I have looked into it, and that is the reason. You've made a lot of gun videos. Do you like real guns? I don't see any guns up there. What do you? Oh yeah, I do actually. No, I'm too fat for that. Can't reach it. The Trigon gun's up there. It's just knocked over. I have a lot of guns. Some of them are real. You saw me 3D print that revolver. That's one of my favorite projects, actually, and it's one of my most popular videos, so I guess you guys liked it a little bit, too. So, yeah, the Trigon gun's pretty, actually, something about 3D printed guns that gets people triggered for some fucking reason. Yeah, I like guns. My concealed carry's over there. I got one to keep next to my bed. The rest of them are in the safe. I don't get as hog wild about guns as some people do. Some real rednecky people. Like, if you don't like guns, fine, but I'm gonna have mine and whatever. Probably just alienated half of my 270 whatever subscribers. But yeah, I like guns. I like making 3D printed guns because I always thought one day I was going to be a gun maker with the metalworking skill and everything I can do, but I don't have the patience for that, and I don't have the what do you call it, mentality. Yeah, because if I started making guns, you'd never see me again. Because I'd just make myself guns and I'd go shoot them, and then I'd load my own ammunition, and then I'd just like make stops at Cabela's and Fleet Farm and Gander Mountain. Oh, not Gander Mountain. Anyway, what else is on here? You live in your parents' basement. It's a fucking window right there. Window. If I open it, you'll see a hot tub on my patio. Just because I'm on YouTube doesn't mean I'm a fucking loner. Well, I am. I don't have a girlfriend. Well, I'm a loner. I have some friends, not a lot of friends. Most of the time I just work. That's where all my money comes from. I work 60 hours a week. Also, one of the reasons I don't really post a lot of videos, because I only make videos when I really want to, and I'm usually exhausted. Do you live in your parents' basement? I just read that one. Why is your content so spread out? I touched on it a little bit earlier. I'm talking really fast right now. I need a drink of water. Delicious. Anyway. Yeah. There we go. Thought I was going to burp, but I didn't. What was I talking about? Oh, phone's going to fall. Content so spread out. Oh, yeah. So, as I explained earlier, my channel has shifted a couple times. Started out as solely 3D printing. And then I moved into prop making, and then I've been very busy. I had a personal tragedy in my life recently. Not my girlfriend leaving. That was totally other emotional issue that I had to deal with. My father passed away on, what is today, the 21st? Yeah, he passed away last Tuesday. And so it was a long time coming because he was dying of cancer. So over the last couple of months, I'd spent as much time with him as I can. And I really don't want to talk about it past that, unless you guys really want me to, in which case, like, comment, and maybe I'll do a video on it, because you guys, like, seem super interested about, like, my personal life, which is kind of creepy, but I don't really care, because there's only, like, 250 of you people. Maybe about 100 of you that actually actively watch my stuff. All right. But that's why my content's will spread out. It'll actually be I'm trying to do a weekly podcast with another person, not the person I used to do the old podcast with. Even though he'll be involved in this one a little bit, he just moved further away, so we don't see each other as much. What happened to the guy that used to live stream with? Oh, perfect. Man, I'm like lining myself up for these. His name's Zach Melkor. Zach Melkor blogs. I'll actually link him in the description. He has a couple of cool things. But we were actually on opposing high school football teams. He went to blank high school, and I went to kind of somewhat rival high school X. And I'm not going to say any more than that, but I actually broke his leg in high school in football. We were winning significantly, and he was the kicker, their cornerback, their star wide receiver, and I think he played every position on that team. Like, I'm not even kidding. And he kicked two onside kicks in a row, got them both. Shut the hell up, Warren. Got them both. I wasn't on the hands team, obviously, because I was 300 pounds at the time, and I'm more now. But we were up like 18-0 because we didn't have a kicker that year worth of shit. No, it was 20-0. We did get a 2-point conversion, and he kicked two straight onsides. I think he caught one of the touchdowns, or he had a big play on one of the drives to score. Kicked the next onside, got it back. They went down and went to kick a field goal, and he actually he left his leg up after he kicked, and I accidentally ran into it. And his plant leg had a bad knee to start with, and no one really knew it. I always felt super bad about that. And then after the season, we won. He did not play for a good school. Anyway, after the season was over, he ended up transferring to our school because he lived in the area, and I didn't even know it. Which our school had like 1,600 kids. Our high school had 1,600 kids through 4 grades. So I should have known him. Like, I would have known him if he was in our high school. And the first day he was there, he was in my multimedia class, which I helped student teach. And I didn't realize he was the kicker for that team until I got to know. I was helping grade 1 of the projects, and it was like, make a collage of something beautiful and elegant. And he had a picture of him kicking it, or he had a picture of him punting. And I put 2 and 2 together, and we became best friends. We built a potato cannon, and we ended up taking a psychology class together. And it was anyway. So he just moved further away. He moved in with his fiance, and they moved out more than a half hour out, and it used to be pretty much down the road. It was 5 minutes max, get in the car, get to his house type of thing. That's why we used to do a lot of stuff. But since he moved out, because his career took him out of my shit little town, and my career let me stay in my shit little town, funnily enough. And so that's kind of where that is. We still talk every day. We still hang out a lot. It's just when we hang out, it's not just to hang out. Usually when we hang out, it's like, hey, let's hang out this weekend. And then we have other shit planned, like playing basketball or anything other athletic. Sometimes we design shit together. He's pretty good at that. So anyway, that's what happened to him. He just moved away. He'll be in the podcast once we get started setting up. That podcast will be with my other Zach, not Zach Melkor, another Zach. And he will be I'll see him tomorrow, actually. We're going out for dinner, me, him, and his little brother and his sister and a couple other friends. What is the future of your channel? Who the fuck asked that? Did I ask that? I might have asked that. Anyway, the future of this channel is going to be after the sword. I don't really know. I'm probably going to get the sword done in the next couple of, I am going to get it done in the next couple of weeks. I don't have any time left after that. But I don't know what the future is going to be after that. We're going to see how that plays out. We're going to be doing a weekly podcast, or hopefully we're going to talk about that tomorrow. And then we might go to a Q&A type style. I'm not really sure. Hey, new guy, comment. I don't know if he's gone. He left. He left. He left. Almost had a new guy. He's going to rewatch this and feel silly about himself. It'll be interesting. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, the future of my channel. Yeah, after the sword, I don't really know. It could be mostly content driven by Q&A like this. Could be a podcast channel. Could be anything. The reason for that is that sword is going to be my last big project for a couple of months. because it's really time consuming, and I like doing other stuff. Like for example, that not the lightsaber, the knife took me like 6 hours, I think. The big knife took me a couple more than that. The Harashin kunai, also from Naruto, took me I think like 6 hours to design, print, and make the video for. I am going on 6 solid months of work on this sword because I want it to be like perfect, and I know I'm not going to get it, and that's why I think I'm going to get a massive acceleration on the constructing it, because I'm going to stop being so meticulous about it. It's a prop. Like, I could just make it look battle damaged, which is probably what I'm going to do, just so it's not perfect, like the day it came off the forge or however it was made. And then after that, I don't really know. Yeah, like, it could be anything. Feel free to comment if you think you have an idea of what I should do, or if you like some of my old content. And then I don't actually have any other questions, and since no one else seems to, because I am the only one here. I thought I had 2 people and then 1 left, but they both left. Yeah, Master Bader. I think he actually has a, let me see here. I can't see that one. Oh no, it's a starfish. I don't know what that is. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like the channel if you liked it. Or like the channel, like the video if you liked it, sub to the channel if you're not, or don't. I really don't care. Subscribers was never huge to me. I like seeing more of them just so I know that my content's getting out, but it's like, I think like 96% of my views don't come from subscribers. They come from people who aren't subscribed. So like, I don't have enough subscribers that I have a following yet, I don't think. Maybe you can prove me wrong in that one, but yeah, we'll just be going on from here. Anyway, I hope you liked it. I'll wrap up a little more gracefully next time, but I've been doing this for 20 minutes, so I really don't need to do any more, I don't feel. So thanks for watching. Thanks for Masturbator for coming in. I'll actually read his message again. Hey, big fan, can't watch now, be sure to watch it later if you're still on. Oh, he was going to come back. Oh well. I'm going to plan the next one out a little bit better with like 2 or 3 days of warning in advance. Maybe I'll do one. No, I'm not going to do one tomorrow. No, because Zach will get off work too fucking early then. He'll do it on purpose, out of spite. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like I went through all this already. I'm just going to say goodbye. Bye, internet people. Why did my voice crack? God, I'm just too fat for